Well, I mean, it's difficult right now because we're not at full strength. You know, it's not an excuse, it's a reality. So I think that the players who are stepping in are doing the best of their ability, the best they can, but you know, it's hard to fill Marta's shoes. It's hard to fill Alana's shoes. You know, there's a lot of missing pieces that are valuable pieces in our starting 11. But we got to make do at this point, and you know, I don't think necessarily. I mean, we started the season this way last year. You know, it's only 3 games in. You know, like, I'm not stressed. I know Tom's not stressed. The team's not stressed. We just gotta get a solid 90-minute performance in, and the rest is history. You know, so I'm not too concerned. We're back at home this weekend. You know, it's a difficult ask to fly to Portland and play under those circumstances. We were hoping to get at least a point out of it, and we didn't, but we build, we move forward, and we start planning for Houston. Not necessarily a frustration. I think that at some point it would be nice for the ball to bounce in our favor. We're hitting post. You know, in the Portland game it could have been 2-0 up in the first half, and it probably could have been a different game, you know. But that's the game of football, you know. Sometimes things don't bounce your way, and they bounce on Sinclair's foot and trickles into the side net. So, you know, that's the game we play, and unfortunately we haven't had, you know, the ball bounce in our favor. But you know, you create your own luck, and we got to keep pushing, and we have a great team, and I have no doubt that we're gonna have a good run here when all the players get sorted and the connections get built. Yeah, so I'm excited for the players to get back this week. Yeah, I mean, you saw that last season. As soon as we got full strength, the rest was history, and you know, we got to get these players moving quickly and get them understanding how we want to play. And because we have different personnel than last year, we're actually playing quite differently. So it's going to take some adjustment, especially in the midfield, of how we want to play, and you know, what our identity is, and those type of things. So they're going to have to hit the ground running and get caught up really quickly. But they're professional players. They've been, you know, around for a long time. They get it. They know what's asked of them. They perform under pressure, and that's why they're here. You know, football for me is one language. You know, it's not difficult. You know, my job is to keep the ball to the back of the net, and that's, you know, my first and foremost priority. So I don't necessarily get too stressed out and too, like, in my own head. I make it very simple, and I simplify everything I have to do. It's just about kind of being the leader back there and communicating, and you know, being a conductor in a weird way. You know, just tying all the strings together, and you know, quietly sitting back. And when I have to make saves, you know, I have to come up with, you know, game-changing saves, and you know, 1 or 2 times in the game. If I do that, then I've done my job. Yeah, I mean, clearly against Portland we played in a 3-back, and that's purely based on the personnel we have right now. You know, it's going to change when the Brazilians get back, and when the Australians get back. And Camila, you know, is 6.5 months out now, and she's jumping in with the team next week. And I mean, a lot of people are going to start fighting for spots, and that's, you know, that's going to be a true test of character too. That's a whole different ball game. Is now that all these players are coming in, what is that going to shake up, you know? But that's the game. No one's comfortable here. People know that we have great players, and you're not guaranteed anything at any moment. And you know, at the end of the day, Tom wants to win, and he's going to put the best players out there. And you're going to see, you know, in the next few weeks, a completely different lineup. You know, I haven't really thought that much about it, but you know, I'll come up with something. You know, I'm sponsored by Umbro, and pretty much everything that I wear is 90s, so I'm not too stressed about it. I'm excited though, but first and foremost, like, our focus is this game, and we're ready to play Houston. We're ready to get back home with our fans, and you know, put in a good performance that the city can be proud of and we can be proud of.